Hey guys, today was Bungie's last big reveal, and they showed off a summarized preview of basically everything that's coming with the House of Wolves. Tomorrow I'll talk some more about this in depth, but for now I really wanted to get your thoughts on the new exotics that we saw in the reveal. I'll also talk about the brief glimpse we saw of the 3 Guardians in the Vault of Glass with the Captain. You'll also notice that all of his character subclass slots are shiny, and I've seen some really crazy speculation going on regarding this, but it's simply because all of it is new, and it's in a dev build. It's nothing you need to worry about. There is not a 3rd subclass coming. So first, we got some gameplay footage with the Lord of Wolves, and to look at the modifiers on the Dreg's Promise. Unfortunately, we couldn't see the perks on the wire rifle though, but I imagine it's going to perform really well and can't wait to review it. You guys know I love sniper rifles. Let's start off with the Lord of Wolves, a weapon we've known about for quite a while now, but only recently got to see in action. It's got a magazine size of 30, but in reality you can only fire it 5 times before needing to reload. It's got solar damage and seems to fire pretty fast. Most interestingly, using it will disable the use of your heavy weapon. I'm assuming this is because you can fire this shotgun and reach longer distances than most shotguns, kinda like the shrapnel launcher, but I'm really not sure right now. The next weapon we saw is called Dreg's Promise. It's another high rate of fire sidearm weapon similar to the new Vestian Dynasty Legendary, and it comes with a default perk called Reserve Ammo, just as Vestian Dynasty does. This perk will cause the weapon to always spawn with full ammo. It might be related to the sidearm class of weapons as a whole, since we've seen it on 2 now. The other Fallen themed exotic is themed after the wire rifle, but I'm not sure what its actual name will be. For now, all we know is how it will look like because we haven't seen any of its perks yet. Now, let's talk about the brief Vault of Glass clip. You can see the fire team is fighting a fallen captain and one of the Guardians is using a Scorch cannon to take him down. Obviously, this is in the Vault of Glass area, in the Templar's Well, but probably isn't a part of the actual raid itself. It's more than likely one of the new story missions, and since we know part of the story takes place on Venus, I'd be shocked if this wasn't the case. It's not the Strike, and it's not Prison of Elders. The area is definitely from Vault of Glass, but like I said, it's not a raid clip you're seeing, just a part of the story. And from a design perspective, it makes sense, because Bungie wants to introduce new players to the Vault of Glass area while they're in the story mode, so they have a sense of where they'll go in the raid. I think it will tie things together a little bit better. And that about sums up what's brand new. I'll include the trailer at the end so you can watch it, and you may notice something that we might have missed there. And now, I'm going to go back to sleep. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Patrick Casey with PlanetDestiny, your guide to the Destiny universe.
When we rose to crush the fallen, it was I who showed them mercy.
House of Wolves starts with a betrayal. The House of Wolves have risen up against the Queen and attacked her guards. And now the Queen is deciding to make a change to open up the reef for all Guardians to come and collect bounty.
Now, they will feel my wrath.
Attention Guardians, this is Petra Venge of the Awoken Royal Guard.
Throughout the story, Petra, she's the voice for the Queen. She'll be sending you on the main story missions to hunt down the main bad guy, Skolas.
I'm the Queen's blade. Your hunt begins with me.
Rather than just have the one story character, we introduce a whole new area, the social space of the reef.
Take a walk around. You'll find some interesting allies here.
There are multiple different characters in there, each with their own perspective.
I can help you find the wolves.
You just have to go to the reef and see new quest givers. That's a really interesting way to both expand the universe and tell a compelling story.
The team really wanted to explore more activities for the player, new weapons, armor, and gear to earn.
House of Wolves will stand forever.
Once you've completed the story, the Prison of Elders opens up to you, and Varix is your guide through that.
It's a gladiator arena inside this prison where the most nefarious criminals in the universe live.
The arena is all about getting straight to the action. You can matchmake into it using all of your weapons and all of your skills.
Fight, kill, survive.
If you want to ratchet up the difficulty to an ultra-hard difficulty mode, then you need to form a fire team, and the rewards, of course, ratchet up as well.
We have Brother Vance,
who is a vendor specifically for the Trials of Osiris.
The wolves will test them, make them ready for the trials.
Trials of Osiris provides the PvP endgame experience, so players can go up against the best in the world and get rewarded with the best gear. The elimination game type is probably the most intense game type we have in Destiny right now. You bring your pre-made fire team, it's 3v3, no respawns, so you're trying to wipe out the enemy team. When they're all dead, round's over.
So there's 3 new PvP maps in House of Wolves: Black Shield, Widow's Court, and Thieves' Den. Black Shield takes place on Phobos, one of Mars's moons. It's an abandoned Cabal outpost. It tends to play really well for control and also nicely for skirmishing.
Widow's Court is an asymmetrical map that takes place in the European Dead Zone, and it features long sniper lines as well as close quarters battle.
Thieves' Den takes place in an abandoned fallen outpost in an active volcano. The really interesting part is the center of the map that you end up fighting on and around quite a bit because it's the focal point and the midline.
The new strike is called the Shadow Thief, and it takes place on the fallen Ketch on the moon.
Tracking another fallen captain who's gone rogue. You meet him several times, and he taunts you up. So it's not just about waves of enemies, it's not just about one culminating boss battle.
A lot of people want to take their Fatebringer or their weapons or gear from the Vault of Glass or Crota's End, and they want to still use it. So all legendary gear, weapons, armor can be brought up to level 34.
House of Wolves offers players tons of new variety. New guns, new gear is really important. We want new exotics out in the mix. Queen's Wrath is returning. We got Fallen-themed stuff, Cyrus-themed stuff.
Great thing about Destiny is it doesn't stop with House of Wolves. You're building this character that is going to persist into the future.
Let the hunt begin.